teenagers are jobless. For many of them, the future looks bleak. Carolyn Shelton faced the same problem growing up in the Houston ghetto, but she got out. And today, she makes it her business to help others do the same. Interviewer Sylvia Chase found Carolyn Shelton at the Neighborhood Help Center in Houston, where every Wednesday afternoon, Ms. Shelton shares the secrets of her own success with children who are growing up the way she did, black and poor.
I'm not trying to teach you to be white, okay? I'm not. But there's certain things you need to know when you get out there in the white world. I'm sorry, there's certain things. Most of us are brought up in an all-black environment. And a lot of times we get out there and we fail and we wonder why.
Carolyn offers her course free of charge. It's a course in pride and ambition.
Anytime a young man in school says, "Hey, mama," you have to laugh on that, right? If he says, "Hey, mama," what is your normal reaction? If I said, "Hey, mama, what's happening?" Would you speak back to him? Well, don't. If you respond to the "Hey, mama," he's going to keep on saying, "Hey, mama." If you respond to him hitting you on your behind, he's going to keep on doing that. But when he's ready to pick a wife, and when he's ready to have a lady, you will not be the one he will pick.
Widowed at 19, Carolyn shook tragedy by joining up with Continental Airlines.
24L on your left-hand side, sir. Okay?
She hadn't applied for the job, just went along with a girlfriend who wanted to fly. Her friend was turned down, but Carolyn was hired.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you aboard Continental Flight 950, nonstop for Houston.
She was one of the industry's first black flight attendants.
Who will help you with any of your needs? No, I don't know what we do back here, girl. I think I'll never eat on this airplane again. Most of the girls that I fly with were raised in families where they went to these little charm schools, or they were taught in the home because they have the educated parent. They're taught now, you speak slowly and softly. You don't say, "Hey, John." You talk very quietly. You're taught to be polite. Say thank you and please. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like the Monte Cristo or an omelet? You know, I like talking to business people. My ears are always open to things that they're saying. When they start warming up to me, I listen to what they're saying. When they feel comfortable with me, they'll say things like, "You know, Carolyn, why can't more black people be like you?" I said, "What do you mean?" I said, I'm no different." "Oh, yes, you are. I tell you, I wish I could hire more girls like you." "Carolyn, where are they?" And I stand there and I go, I can't answer that question. I'm told in the black community that they are there and they can't find the jobs. And I hear from over here, where are they?
You came back in your community. What made you decide to do that?
In a mother's community. There were a group of girls, rough, tough, popping gum, like this. And I'm going, oh, wow. So I thought it would be a good idea, you know, to maybe form a little class on my own and just sort of expose them to some of the things I've been exposed to as much as I possibly can. Does anyone know how to eat a piece of bread? Okay, wait, let me sound like it. Octavia.
Okay, you must take a piece of bread, take a piece of it out and put it in your hand, then take the butter and slide it on the bread, and then you eat it without just taking all the bread and just guff it in your mouth.
If I was at your house and you poured me a nice little glass of wine, would you just put a teeny weeny bit in there? Or how would you pour that wine? Okay.
Almost halfway.
Right, why?
Because you can smell it has a bouquet.
Exactly. But now I saw this little girl in the store with shorts up to here, big behind. Half of her behind is hanging out. Pink rollers in her head, cursing this little boy out. Now, I just couldn't believe it. And I'm not saying be a carbon copy of a white girl either. I'm not going, "Hi there, da-da-da-da-da." Just be yourself.
She bought plates and forks and knives and everything. She set it up one time, and then we had to do it over. So she learned us how to do it, because I didn't know nothing about it. And then we learned how to break and bread and all that. And then she learned how to use the knife and the forks and everything right. Because I didn't know nothing. I didn't. She learned the stuff that you don't hardly know, and then you learn it when you get there. Because
I guess it gives you more confidence.
to let me know that I can do something that I didn't know how to do before.
Do you go out to dinner now and feel differently about it?
Yeah, I sit there and I do everything right.
All this is new to me. This is new. You know, I know it exists, but you know, I didn't thought it me, Twinkle, would learn something like this.
What's so important about learning this kind of thing? I don't know.
Out here in Houston, especially out in the black neighborhood, young ladies, they don't have respect for themselves. And I figured out somebody has to set an example. Someone, half the time the mother doesn't even care, so it's best of all that we start, just try and start out. Because we're growing, this is our society.
Your mother doesn't teach you these things?
No. Well, she doesn't. She, most of the time on her work, she has about 3 different jobs. She goes to she's a private duty nurse. She goes about 7 to 11, then 11 to 7, and 3 to 11. She don't be home most of the time. And, ain't nobody else I can learn it from, so I come over here.
What do they have in common with you?
Most of them are from large families. Most of those girls have sisters and brothers younger than they are under them. Most of them have to leave school, sometimes miss school, to maybe take care of sister and brother who has asthma, or take care of sister and brother who is sick, because mother has got to go to work. And there's no such thing as taking them to a babysitter because there is no money. So one of the kids has to stay home, and I had to stay home many days from school. My attendance was very, very poor.
Carolyn and her family lived for years on the wrong side of the tracks, in the CUNY home projects, the only place her mother could afford has been left home. Carolyn took us back to the neighborhood where she grew up.
It hurts me too sometimes. I hear girls say that most black people are on welfare and they drive Cadillacs.